Hi, I'm Joe Sawyer, the Superintendent of the Shrewsbury Public Schools. I'm recording this video message on Thursday, July 16th, thanks to the assistance of Liz Poplowski from the Shrewsbury Media Connection. I hope that you and your family remain well. I'm pleased that there have been very few cases of COVID-19 in Shrewsbury over the past few weeks, and I appreciate what everyone is doing to follow public health guidance in order to try to stop the virus from spreading and allowing for the phased reopening of our state to continue, while avoiding the serious problems that we're seeing in the states in the South and the West. I would like to talk to you briefly about three topics today: summer learning, our planning for school reopening, and our work to respond to the national crisis regarding racism. First, I want to remind you how important it is that our students build reading and math practice into their routines this summer. Information on summer reading, expectations, and links to several dynamic tools to help with both reading and math are all headlined on the homepage of our website, and I encourage families to check these out and to seek ways to ensure that your child is spending some time regularly reading and building their math skills. Given the school closure this past spring, summer learning is more important than ever. Second, I want to let you know that our staff is working hard on planning for different school reopening scenarios. Based on the state guidance and regulations that have been issued, we are required to submit 3 plans to the Massachusetts Department of Education by the end of this month. One for in-person learning, one for all remote learning, and one for a hybrid of the two, with an alternating schedule if we need to have a limited number of students in our schools. This planning is being done with the health and well-being of students, families, and staff as priority number one. Our focus for the coming year is to develop a safe school environment for our students and staff that prioritizes everyone's well-being and enables high levels of learning for all. We are planning based on guidance from the State Department of Education while closely monitoring the latest information from medical experts and the evolving data regarding the pandemic, both in Massachusetts and here in Shrewsbury. Many medical experts, including the Massachusetts chapter of the American Academy of Pediatrics, have expressed the importance of returning to school for children's and adolescents' overall well-being, and endorse a return to in-person learning based upon the State Education Department's guidelines. We are determining how we might provide opportunities for in-person learning while following the best and latest medical advice regarding how to minimize the risk to our students, families, and staff regarding COVID-19. Thank you to everyone who completed the recent survey that was sent to families in order to get a sense of their intentions regarding having their children return to the classroom, ride the bus, eat in the school cafeteria, and so on. We will be sending a student-specific survey soon, and I ask that families provide us with their feedback through that as well. If families or community members have questions or feedback about anything related to reopening school, please send an email to 2020reopen@shrewsbury.k12.ma.us. For our staff, a new opportunity for you to share your questions and feedback was just sent to you today by the Human Resources and Staff Wellbeing Reopening Subcommittee, where you can submit anything for that team or for the other reopening planning subcommittees, which include the Subcommittee for Student Services, including health and safety, nursing, student well-being, and special education, the Subcommittee for Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment, and the Operations and Technology Subcommittee. I greatly appreciate all of our staff who are dedicating their time and effort to this critically important planning work this summer. Lastly, I wanted to once again invite anyone who is interested in participating in the Shrewsbury Public Schools Equity and Anti-Racism Coalition to contact us by sending an email to equity@shrewsbury.k12.ma.us. It is incumbent upon all of us who are a part of the school community to work to ensure that all of our students, regardless of race, ethnicity, gender, religion, sexual orientation, or any other defining characteristic, are treated with respect by everyone in our school community and have an equitable opportunity to learn and thrive in our schools in an environment free from prejudice, bias, and discrimination, and where everyone feels that they belong unconditionally. Since we celebrated Independence Day earlier this month, I have been reflecting on the values embodied in the Declaration of Independence, especially the idea that all of us are created equal and have the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is our school's responsibility to help our students understand how our nation has evolved over its history, including learning about both when these ideals of equality and liberty were advanced, as well as when our country has not lived up to these aspirations, both throughout its past and continuing into the present. The work of the Equity and Anti-Racism Coalition will help our schools make a contribution locally to the ongoing work of trying to establish, as the preamble of our Constitution says, a more perfect union. Work that cannot be done without addressing these difficult and complex issues related to equity and racism. I am greatly encouraged by the fact that hundreds of recent Shrewsbury alumni, current students, parents, and community members have expressed their strong support for advancing this work and creating positive change for our schools and our town. As Margaret J. Wheatley wrote, "There is no power for change greater than a community discovering what it cares about." Thank you for watching, and stay well.